What up? So I just got finished watching Dexter Original Sin episode 1. And let me see. Dexter Original Sin is a sequel reboot to a sequel miniseries that was originally a Showtime series that was adapted from a novel about a blood splatter analyst working for the Metro Miami-Dade County Police Department who's secretly a serial killer that kills people that kills other serial killers that get off and don't get caught. Or he tries to kill them sometimes even before they get caught. So yeah, let me see. That kind of sums up what this show is. It's kind of like a reboot of the miniseries, because the miniseries ended a certain way, and they're like, I think we might have to fix this. All in all, let me say this about the Dexter. I love Dexter. I'm not a huge super duper fan. I originally saw the series. I got into it during the Trinity Killer. And I became a fan. I was like, this is the best show ever. Then I got season 1. I watched season 1, season 2. I did not see season 3. Then I was watching season 5 when it aired, and then continued on. And then I ended up, I don't even actually think I ever really got back to watching the entire season 3, to be quite honest. So there's seasons that I like that other people don't like. Like I like the whole Lehmann Dexter season that a lot of people hated. And they're all like, no, I was like, oh, it was so cool him working with somebody else. They should do that. I thought that was cool. And they were like, yeah. He did that in season 3. I was like, what? They're like, yeah. They like season 3 over that. Everyone loves the Trinity. That's the favorite season. I think that was fantastic. I love it. I love that song, Venus, Are You There? So it's great. So I like Dexter. Not a huge super duper fan. I didn't go back to watch the entire series before New Blood came out. Watched New Blood. Did not like the ending of New Blood. I thought it was good. It was good to see them try to fix it, and they kind of ruined it at the end, in my opinion. So when this came out, I was like, announced. I was like, oh, it's a money grab. And I was not interested. And so I was just on, watching TV, and I saw that it came out yesterday. And I was like, you know what, let me check it out. So I go to check it out, and I find out what? This is not only it's a reboot to, or it's a sequel to, it's a reboot or prequel to the original series, but it's also trying to lead into a new series with Dexter. So I was like, what? They kind of spoiled the intro of the fucking of the episode for me with that and that aspect, because it's an advertisement right before it. This summer, Dexter Resurrection 2025, new series. I was like, what? So it starts with right after the incidents of Dexter New Blood, and then Dexter's telling the story of his first kill. And we see everybody almost from the original series. We have Deb, we got the dad, we got Batista for some reason is here. LaGuarta's not, even though they're supposed to started together, I remember. So that's interesting not to see her, that I could recall. Masuka's here. I said LaGuarta is in here. I didn't see her. Maybe she's just advertising the titles, but I did not see her in this episode. What? Patrick Dempsey plays Detective or Captain Aaron Spencer. I think he's great, actually. I think he does a pretty good job in the beginning when we're introduced to him of being Spencer. The dad, Christian Slater plays the dad, Harry Morgan. Okay, as Harry, I think he's okay. He's okay, all right? I think it would have been better if he was played by this guy, Holt McCannally, who was, he was in Mindhunter. That's the name of the show I was thinking about. I couldn't get the name of. Yeah, he was in Mindhunter. I think he should have played, the dad, to be honest. I think he would make a better, no offense to Christian Slater. I think Christian Slater did good in the episode. I was just like, I don't know. Molly Brown, who plays Deborah Morgan, fantastic. I think I just don't like that she's not redheaded, but besides that, the mannerisms, everything, she has down to a T. I think she was phenomenal. As soon as she comes in the scene, you're like, oh my God, that's Deb. He's like, that's great. The guy who plays Dexter, I didn't like him until a certain part, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But I did not really like him. But then again, the narrator, Dexter, Michael C. Hall, narrating the show. I get why because I'm like, I don't like the way he's narrating this episode. And I get why, because, he's at the hospital, so they're going to do it that way, that it's in his mind. Because I wanted him being more peppy, if it's like a prequel to season 1, him to do the narration like he did in season 1 and 2. But again, he's doing the narration from the current Dexter standpoint, so okay, it makes sense why it's the way it is. I'm looking forward to this series, surprisingly enough, because I will say the negatives now. I hated the music. Yes, I hated the music. I couldn't deal. You down with OPP and all these songs, I was just like, oh Lord. Vanilla Ice, I'm like, bro, please. Like, this is just enough. I don't want to hear any of this. I don't want this nostalgia for the 90s. I don't think anybody wanted, especially not that kind of music. There's other songs. Those are terrible. They picked terrible songs. And I did not like the style of the way they shot the episode, to be quite honest. There's things they do. Like there's a picture of the guy they're looking for, a serial killer or a killer, and then it goes to him. Or there's certain little things they do in this episode that I did not like. But I get why they're doing it. It's new. It's different from the show. I think they're trying to get a new audience at the same time to try to build on that audience to go back and look at the older series to lead them into the new series. Only problem I have technically with the entire... Oh, there's a revelation. Spoiler alert right here. That Harry had a son before Deb and Dexter, which I didn't know about. I don't think they ever mentioned on the series. So that was interesting. I like to see what happens with this, if Dexter finds out about it or not. Since Dexter's narrating the episode, but then we're seeing a flashback of what Harry experienced when he says he just can't go to sleep knowing his kids are outside or whatever, and then he gets the flashback. So whatever. I want to know if we're gonna get a Dokes. If Dokes is gonna show up in this series, a young Dokes, that'd be hilarious. Maybe not, but we did get a young Batista, and I will say, I don't know why everyone loves Batista so much. I liked him for like 3 seasons. Afterwards, he got annoying. He got very, very annoying. And I was like, why is he in New Blood? Why? What? And then he's in this. I'm like, what? But the guy who's playing him, fantastic. And the guy who's playing Masuka was annoying at first, but then I'm like, okay, at the end, he's Masuka. Good. When I liked the show, when I started to like the show, was when Dexter catches the others. Like his first hint, his first glimpse, his first sighting of another serial killer. And how they lead up to that, and how I was like, okay, I like this show. So once that happens, that changed my whole feeling of the series. I didn't like it until that point. Then I started to like it. Then when he does, his Dexter thing, I really, really enjoyed it. And then when I started to like him as Dexter was when he's in the elevator with his dad. They open the door and he's in Miami Metro and he's walking down. I'm like, that's Dexter. Okay. So I like the show so far. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. I like the show. I can't wait for the next episode. Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to see how this stays true to the original series, how it connects to the new series. So you got my attention. All I could say is they're lucky with this show because they really can't screw it up. They really can't, because they have a starting. They know what happens in season 1 of Dexter. So they just got to they got a timeline just not to screw anything up from here. It can't end like the last season of Dexter, season 8, with a hurricane, or it can't end with the way it ended with New Blood. Because we know there's a new series. So, hey, win-win for everybody. So it can't be horrible. So this has to be successful. And so far, it's interesting enough. I can't wait to see the other characters. Like we said, I can't wait to see LaGuerta. I wonder if she's going to have a little crush on Dexter, because she did in season 1. If you don't remember, she had a little crush on him. But anyway, yeah, all in all, I really enjoyed the show. I can't wait for the next one. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about the series. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here and you dig this video, and I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.